Let's talk about the Tecno Spark 40. If you have been following Tecno's rise over the years, you know they have been laser focused on delivering solid smartphones for emerging markets, especially Africa and India. Now, with the Spark 40 series launched globally, Tecno is aiming to shake up the budget segment again. So what's the story behind this phone and why should you care? While the Spark 30 series design came with a more youthful gamer vibe, which I totally loved, the Spark 40 series has gone with a more mature looking vibe, with this Spark 40 showcasing the rumored iPhone 17 design.
I'm saying,
keyword rumored, so don't come for Tecno in the comments.
and I say this without any fear of contradiction.
Considering you can get one for around 124,000 naira, this is made entirely of plastic. It has a plastic back, plastic frames, and of course a glass screen. Its layout is pretty basic, with the volume rocker keys and the power button on the right, with the power button serving as its fingerprint sensor, and it's pretty snappy. On the left side, you have a SIM card tray that houses a dual SIM setup with room for storage expansion via a micro SD card. On the base, Tecno provides a 3.5mm earphone jack for your earphones. There is a microphone, a USB Type-C port for charging, and a down-firing speaker with a second speaker on the top for surround. Additionally, the Spark 40 is pretty slim at 7.67mm and really lightweight at about 188 grams. It also has an IP64 rating, which means it is dust tight and splash resistant. Plus, it can survive drops up to 1 meters. For a phone priced at around 124,000 naira, that is a standout feature. Alright, so back here we have the popular 3-ring design with an extended base. And if you look closely, you can actually see that it is a 50 megapixels main camera. Let me see if I can. Alright, if you look closely, you can see it says it has a 50 megapixels main AI camera and it has an infrared sensor. Now this is the tricky part because I have looked everywhere on this device and I have not found any access to an infrared remote control. Usually from this drop-down menu you should have direct access to your infrared remote control, but as you can see there is none here. I have equally gone into settings and done a deep dive through, but there is nothing of such. So yeah, after a deep dive into the Spark 40, I still can't find the infrared remote control. Maybe it will come with a future firmware update. Only time will tell. Also, if you have the Tecno Spark 40, let me know in the comments if you have the remote control function or if you have the exact same experience like I have. Alright, so back to the 50 megapixels main camera. It is the same as on the Spark 20 and a drop off from the Spark 30. However, it delivers sharp detailed photos in good light. Its 8 megapixel selfie camera is also a drop off, this time from both the Spark 20 and the Spark 30. Its display lights up as flash for softer lighting with low light selfies, but if this is not strong enough for you, you can as well go for the LED flashlight. Video recording supports up to 2K 30 frames per second on both the rear and front facing cameras. The display is a 6.6-inch IPS LCD with a smooth 120Hz refresh rate. Now that's a feature often reserved for pricier phones, and it makes scrolling, gaming, and video playback feel really smooth. Its display resolution is HD+ at 720 by 1600 pixels, which isn't ultra sharp. We're talking about 263 pixels per inch, but it's bright enough with what I'm guessing is a peak of around 600 nits, considering it isn't as bright as its predecessor, which was 800 nits. Compared to the Spark 30, this is a noticeable upgrade in smoothness, even though the resolution stays the same. Consuming content on the Spark 40 is really immersive, especially with its very decent sound quality. Here is a test of what it sounds like. Alright, so there are a few things I actually really love about the Spark 40, like the dynamic port here showing you how many devices are connected at all times. This is really good for security reasons and also for your data, especially when you have friends that know your passwords. The dynamic port now supports a vast array of notifications, like your face unlock, phone calls, recorder, charging animation, tips, media player, hotspot, stopwatch, timer. Those two are going to come in really handy. Even your Google Map, screen recorder, high translation, and free link. Now, speaking of Freelink, this is the new feature on transient devices that simply makes your device act like a radio, meaning you can communicate with another transient device that has these features for free without actually digging into your call credits or data. It works via Bluetooth, and I believe it supports text messages as well. I am here to test this out. I'll probably give you more feedback when I do. Another interesting feature is the outdoor booster. When toggled on, it enhances brightness, volume, and network quality, but will consume a lot of power, so it is disabled in power saving mode. This will come in handy in noisy environments and on very sunny days. The Spark 40 also comes equipped with a vault for your sensitive documents. Under Action and Gestures in Settings, you can activate gesture controls for your music, muting, answering and ending your calls. This Find Help feature is very important and easily one of my favorites because when activated, you can easily locate your device or lock it if lost or stolen. Some other interesting and handy features are Vision and Song Search. Vision is where you take a picture of an image or text and have it translated into a different language, while Song Search helps you identify songs playing in the background. But my favorite feature of them all has to be Cast, which allows you to mirror your device on laptops, computers, and smart TVs. Now, Tecno went with a MediaTek Helio G81 chipset, which is a letdown from the Spark 30. It is paired with a Mali G52 MC2 GPU. Even though it is a letdown, it is a solid mid-range chip for everyday tasks. And you can find configurations ranging from 4GB to 8GB of RAM, with storage options ranging from 128GB to 256GB. Considering the Spark 30 had a higher Helio G91 processor, I believe some corners were cut so they can bring us a more rounded device at this price point, which is a trade-off most of you will appreciate. The Spark 40 comes with Android 15 with Tecno's iOS 15, which is surprisingly clean and optimized for smooth performance. For social media, streaming, and casual gaming, the Spark 40 handles everything well. It is not going to beat flagship phones or handle heavy gaming like the newer Helio G200 powered Spark 40 Pro Plus. But for its price, it strikes a good balance. With the Spark 40, it is the little things that matter. It comes with Tecno AI powered by DeepSeek R1. It supports document assistance, writing assistance, and wallpaper generator, which is mostly seen in higher-end mid-range devices. Now, battery life is another highlight. The Spark 40 has a 5200 mAh battery, which easily lasts a full day or more under typical use. What really sets it apart is the 45-watt fast charging, capable of filling the battery from 0 to 100% in about 55 minutes. That's a huge plus for anyone who is always on the go and hates waiting around to recharge. Now, something that is missing here on the Spark 40 is NFC, which was available on the Spark 30. But I guess not many people use the NFC functionality here in this region. So, who should consider the Tecno Spark 40? If you want a budget phone that feels premium, offers a smooth 120Hz display, a decent 50 megapixels camera, and fast charging that beats many competitors, this phone is for you. It's perfect for students, content creators, and anyone who wants a solid daily performance without spending a fortune. Tecno's history of focusing on emerging market shows here. So they built a phone that balances features, durability, and price in a way few others do. The Spark 40 is definitely a strong contender in the budget space for 2025. If you're ready to upgrade your everyday phone without breaking the bank, the Tecno Spark 40 deserves a serious look. Go ahead and like this video, share it, and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss my review of the Tecno Pop 10C coming soon. Drop every questions you have in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to respond to every single one of them. Once again, thank you for your time. Till we see you again, bye bye.